Well, good morning, afternoon, or even night. It doesn't matter which time you're watching this. Well, a little bit. But so today we're going to talk about some topics that maybe a lot of people think that they are not important when they are going to give their presentation. But this is a huge mistake that everyone makes at some point in their career or studies or something while they're presenting, because it's super simple but easy to forget. And we are basically going to talk about these factors that are going to assist you to make a better speech, and that everyone has you have everyone's attention, and it sounds good. So don't go panicking up front when you actually listen to this, okay? So my partner here, she's going to present you some ideas and topics that you can use to help in your presentation.
When the people think about language, there are two different meanings. The first one is denotative meaning. This one is the meaning that is a literal one. For this one, for example, if I say Johanna used a red dress for school, with the red word I refer for the color, the literal color that the dress have that color. But for the other hand, if I take care about connotative meaning, is an idea or an imaginative think about the words. Like if I said with the word red too, if I said my teacher of math was red about the noise in class, I refer for the things that happened. I refer for the feelings that he felt. Okay, another example is like when I think about trees. In the denotative meaning is like a tree. The tree was a plant that have a piece of wood, leaves, and okay, you know what is the meaning of that one. But in the connotative meaning, if I said my teacher is like a tree or is a tree, is because I think that about the huge or the height aspect that he has, I can say that thing. Or for example, if I talk about the sun, in denotative meaning, the sun is a noun and is the base of the universe. If you want to say about, no, if you want to say that thing about the sun. But for connotative meaning, if you say you are my son.
Oh.
I refer that he is old for me, or that he, I don't know.
I'm not old.
But it's an example, Norman.
Oh, right.
Okay, I think that he is old for me, or he is the light of my life.
That
Okay.
sounds nice.
And some things that we can see and take care to find a differences of the two meanings are that Denotative meaning is dictionary definitions, and denotative ones is for connotative meaning is like things that I feel or the things that I imaginate or something like that. Okay, and then Norman is going to talk about more things about
Okay.
those topics.
So continuing on this, well, we have a couple topics here, and we can summarize them because four of these topics there are actually four questions. First one is it appropriate for the audience? You're not going to make a speech of highly electronic lamps to dogs, unless dogs became super intelligent and they like lamps. Well, what I'm trying to say here is that the idea of the topic has to be focused on the audience. That's why the question is it appropriate for the audience? Do they really like what I'm going to present to them? Then we have, is it appropriate for the presenter, in this case you? Are you comfortable with talking about lamps? Because I'm not comfortable looking at a lamp. Oh god. I'm comfortable talking about lamps. But in case, for example, I don't like dogs, I'm not going to present about dogs. Because maybe my audience does like dogs. And I slip something that, because I don't like them, I hate dogs actually, they're going to get mad. Then, is it appropriate for the context? You're not going to go around changing everything, right? Or would you? It has to do with everything in the environment that you're going to present. So, in these places, for example, you're going to give this presentation in a university, you're not going to use the same language that you're going to use on high school or in elementary schools, right? It's different, and it always will depend on the context. Now, the last one is it appropriate for the topic. One of the examples that we could see in one of our guides said that we're not going to use super complex words for Walt Disney, because when we talk about Disney, we want to use super energetic words like curiosity, imagination. We're not going to go like thinking. That sounds boring, doesn't it?
Okay,
Well, that's the idea. Then we have, moving about this, we have these simple things. One of them is rhythm. And what is rhythm? When we talk about rhythm, we think about music because it has rhythm. But it doesn't have to do with music. Actually, when we are speaking, we have rhythm. Check my pace. I could be talking slowly. Or I'm talking faster. But it has to do with the idea that you want to present. If you want to remain calm, if you want to be energetic, it will all depend on your rhythm. Then we have alliteration and assonance. Now alliteration is the repetition of the same consonant at the beginning of different words. It can be from 2 to 3 or even more. For example, the chaotic commitment of our community is bad. That's alliteration. Then we have assonance, and it could be like and that's about it. If you think about it, that's assonance because I use the vowel A the both times. Then we have things like concreteness, and when I talk about concreteness, I don't refer about concrete like this rock here. Well, this is like it was a block of concrete, but I broke it. Sorry. When I talk about concreteness, is that you have to make your ideas clear, right? You want them to see what you want them. You want them to see what you are thinking or you are presenting. I'm not going to go around talking about dogs and they are actually thinking that I'm presenting about cats. And that has to do with the last one, imagery or imagination, however you want to call it, it's basically the same. It's the idea that you present in your mind. So that'll be it. Something that you want to add up? Besides that, I'm the son of your life.
Oh my goodness. This is the only thing that I want to say.
Okay, so have a great day. Thanks.